there, Lauren. Welcome to the session. Come on in.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, good. So my name's Melanie, and I'm going to be working with you.
Okay.
Does this feel okay to you? Does this distance and kind of our setup feel comfortable for you?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay,
Sure.
all right. So one thing I want to explain before we get started is the limits of confidentiality. So I just need you to know that I can't disclose to anyone or tell anyone what happens in session unless you give me permission to. There's a few exceptions to that rule, which is if you're at danger to hurting yourself or someone else is in danger of being hurt. Okay?
Okay.
Or if there's any sort of abuse going on that could harm someone else as well. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Any questions about that?
Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell me what brings you here today.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm just supposed to be here.
Yeah.
Well, I have been on probation for several months because I had a DUI, and my probation officer said that I pissed hot, so now I have to go to counseling so I don't go to jail.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So basically it sounds like your probation officer is telling you that you need to be here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't need counseling, but
That's all right. You know, you're here. We can make the most of it if you like.
yeah.
So have you ever had any kind of therapy before, or have you ever had any experience with treatment?
I mean, not really. I've done like those 12-step groups, and I don't know. It's just something I feel like I can just deal with on my own.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So it sounds like you're maybe the type of person that really likes to kind of do things on your own versus asking for help.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I
Okay.
guess, yeah.
All right.
I mean, I just always kind of dealt with my own stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. So we're going to be working together for, I guess, maybe 6 to 8 sessions. So, you know, my goal is not for you to see me forever. You know, we want to work on whatever problems we see together.
Okay.
And then move on. All right? Have you move on. So,
That would be great.
so sounds like, what are the things that your probation officer or you know, what did he feel like you needed treatment for? What do you feel like you need to be here for?
Well, I mean, so they don't want, so I got a DUI for, being drunk,
Right?
but I don't drink anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they're pissed because I smoke weed.
Okay.
And I kind of told them that I have no interest in stopping, but they didn't really like that answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, what makes it hard for you or not wanting to stop? And also, let me back up a minute and say, you said you don't drink anymore.
I mean, not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You know, it sounds like once you got the DUI and that was a problem, you were able to stop the behavior without too much.
Yeah. I mean, I always told them, like, I'm not an alcoholic.
Okay.
It was just being stupid one night.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, you know, what is it about marijuana that makes you keep wanting to smoke it? What does it do for you?
Well, I mean, it's like medicine, and it's so dumb that it's not legal at this point, but it helps my anxiety levels.
Okay.
So it helps me feel really calm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, on the one hand, it sounds like smoking marijuana is going to get you in trouble with your PO and you're having to take piss tests, right?
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, on a day-to-day level, it helps calm you down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, in terms of kind of wanting to change, you know, or wanting to stop smoking, it sounds like you don't want to, except for this one thing that's going to cause trouble for you. But on a scale of like 0 to 10, what would be your motivation to want to stop smoking?
Well, I mean, I guess it's maybe at like a 4 because I don't want to be on probation anymore.
Okay, so that makes it a 4. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you think would happen if you stopped smoking?
I don't know. I kind of don't want to think about it, but I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like I would lose it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you would lose it because?
Well, I just worry that I would be so overwhelmed and anxious that I would stop being able to work, and I'm a single mom, and I feel like
Wow.
I wouldn't be able to deal with any of it.
Gotcha.
And then I would just end up locked up in a psych ward.
So it sounds like marijuana helps you function, and in your mind helps you deal with things and not lose it. All right. So one of the things, if you want, that I can help you with is finding other ways to deal with that anxiety and make it so that maybe you don't lose it, just for now, you know. So, you know, that might be one thing to consider. What would happen if you didn't stop and you pissed hot again? I'm just curious. I don't really know how your probation officer has explained it to you.
I mean, if I continue to, I mean, I think I could face jail time, but maybe I should just start getting those drinks that kind of flush it out beforehand.
You could do that.
I don't know.
I'm not sure how well they work, you know?
Yeah.
What would happen if, for some reason, you did have to go to jail?
Well, I mean, then my kids would have to stay with their terrible father, and he hasn't really been involved, and I feel like